G'day guys, it's your Power Coach Nico here, and today's video I'm going to be doing the AFL tips week 2 semi-finals. Yay! Now week 1 was interesting. There was only one of the favourites won. So yeah, weekend full of upsets, and it was the closest weekend of finals of week 1 finals in history, I think, in terms of like all the margins were very close, all the games were watchable, and yeah, absolute classic games in a COVID year. Okay. So yeah, now this is week 2 and there's only 6 teams left. But by the end of this weekend, there'll be only 4 teams, and the 4 best teams competing for that flag, I guess. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Richmond, St Kilda Friday night, which is tonight. The time I'm recording this, it is tonight, okay? It's like about an hour to the game, so yeah. Okay, Richmond surprisingly lost to Brisbane last week at the Gabba. Brisbane were just more hungrier for the footy, and they took their chances in front of goal for once. And yeah, their pressure was up, okay, and I think they beat them for speed as well. Brisbane absolutely tore them for speed as well. Richmond just couldn't go with Brisbane, okay, particularly with, obviously, like Charlie Cameron, okay, particularly. So yeah, Richmond's speed was a concern, okay, last week, okay, and Brisbane's pressure was just on, okay. It didn't allow Richmond to move the ball forward with their pressure, okay? Okay, they stopped that Brisbane pretty well, okay, and that's why Brisbane got the win. Okay, now on the St Kilda side, they beat my team, the Bulldogs, so it's great times here by 3 points in a close game, after being up by like 26 points. St Kilda, the things that I was impressed with St Kilda last week, which is the aerial dominance they had, and the speed, okay, and the way they transition the ball so quickly, okay? It's ridiculous, and how they can score from it, okay? And they were the factors. That's why St Kilda won last week, and that's why it could be a danger game for Richmond, okay? I am going to tip Richmond, but St Kilda, I wouldn't rule them out. I think St Kilda's speed is a concern, I think, for Richmond. St Kilda did beat Richmond in round 4 at Marvel Stadium because of their speed and the quick transition, okay? And it could happen again, but I don't think it will. I think Richmond have learned from their mistakes. It was round 4, it was early in the year, we were just getting back into it. Okay, and Saints don't have Paddy Ryder, they don't have Jake Carlisle. Paddy Ryder's their second ruck, and Jake Carlisle's one of their full backs. And they don't have Ben Long, who's a muppet for, you know, bumping into Jeff McRae like that, okay? So he's a muppet, and he's out, but he's a very good player for St Kilda. Brought a few keys in, like Josh Battle, the main one, okay, and a few other Saints players that I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, but the very key for Richmond is Tom Lynch is back, okay, and that was one of the other factors that Richmond didn't win last week. It's because Tom Lynch wasn't there, and Richmond's forward structure was all over the place. So yeah, that wasn't good for Richmond last week, and now he's back, and Saints have lost a key defender, which makes you think Richmond will win. Plus, they're a lot stronger in the contest, I reckon. And they're a lot older, and I think they're a lot more experienced than the young, exciting Saints, okay? So I think Richmond will win by 24 points. Hopefully be a good game tonight. I think everyone wants Richmond to lose. So do I, but I don't think it'll happen. But anyway, the second game we're moving on to is a very intriguing semi-final. It's between Geelong and Collingwood. Like Geelong, last Thursday night, they always do this. They always flop in finals, okay? They cracked under the pressure, as usual, and Tom Hawkins kicking 0 goals 5. That's pretty disgraceful for a gold medalist, so yeah. Geelong buckled under the pressure again in finals. But then again, that's not surprising, because we've seen this throughout the last 7-8 years in the Chris Scott era. Geelong have lost 4 out of their last 16 finals. That's a 20% win ratio in finals. That is deplorable, okay? By the way, these are the games since the 2011 flag, okay? So that's pretty piss poor for Geelong, who are consistently finishing top 4 every year, so yeah. But usually in this game, usually the semi-final, when they're under pressure throughout the week, they always come out in the semi-final and win. That's the trend for Geelong, okay? But they're going to have to play bloody well against a team, a resilient Collingwood, who play dirty, okay? Out in the West, against West Coast, and defied all the odds. Mason Cox has done it again. He's done it again. He's stood up in finals, okay? So yeah, Collingwood were just a lot better. They were a lot more attacking than usual, okay? A lot of this, they're not a high scoring team, Collingwood, and last week was their highest score for the first time since round 3. So it just shows Collingwood have not been a good scoring team this year. But yeah, Collingwood were more attacking, they wanted to take the game on more. They were playing like there was nothing to lose, which was true, and had everything against them that week. So yeah, good on Collingwood. I don't know who to tip here. On the one hand, tipping Collingwood would be a good bet in my opinion because you're facing a Geelong team that sucks in finals. But at the same time, Collingwood could be overhyped. They might have celebrated too much, okay? And they might not be as focused as last week for the big game against West Coast compared to now. So yeah, but I'm sorry, Collingwood fans. I'm going to have to tip Geelong because I just think Geelong will respond. They always respond in the semi-final after losing the qualifying final. It just happens. And I have to go with that trend again, okay? So yeah, I think Geelong are just a bit more experienced than the Pies, okay? I know that's a bit of a big statement, but I think Geelong will come clutch, okay? I think the Cats will win a close one. I think the Cats will win by 8 points. Yeah, I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close, low scoring. It will be interesting, but I think Geelong will come out clutch and win the semi-final. Which that means the preliminary finals we're going to get are Port Adelaide, Richmond at the Adelaide Oval, and Brisbane, Geelong at the Gabba. Very intriguing preliminary finals. So yeah, that's what I predicted. But knowing off last week we only got one tip right, I could be a muppet and I could get both wrong. Okay, so hopefully I get both right. But yeah, who knows with me. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next week.